What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Astro, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Sideshow reveal, the Spider-Man Noir. And listen, this thing is pretty nice, man. I really like what I'm seeing, but we're going to break down the price point, all the pictures, the edition size, the entire thing. So without further ado, let's get into it. Also, before we get into this piece here, remember that we're doing a giveaway sponsored by Collector Zone. There's going to be a link up here that shows you exactly what you need to do to get entered for that. We're giving away a statue, art prints, Funko Pops, the whole nine. You don't want to miss it, so subscribe. But back to this. So let's see. What we have here is the Spider-Man Noir. So this is a brand new piece. Again, this is a piece that I think no one really expected. No one expected to see this piece, but I'm glad we did. When this was revealed, I was like, wait a second, this is different, right? This is very different. But you know, outside of that, I was really intrigued by the base. And let's start with the base. I was really intrigued by the base, and I think that the base delivered, right? So we have the base, and it looks like Spider-Man's on some type of damaged building. He's I'm assuming he just got done swinging from somewhere. You see the grappling gun in his right hand, and he landed on a building, right? And as you can see, looks like there's a bright light coming from the left side of the picture, right? Assuming it's a fire, right? You know, with the building being broken. But man, from this angle, doesn't that look really cool? So it looks like he's about almost 27 inches tall, 20 inches wide, 21 inches wide, and roughly 14 and a half inches deep. That's a little bigger than I expected him to be, but not too big. Still not too big. You have the picture, the grappling gun. Looks like from this picture you can't really tell, but there's some shading, some light red, orange shading on his pants. We'll see that here in a second. But it looks really cool. I love that effect. I love the goggles. A buddy of mine, Buck, he said he doesn't like the hat, and I'm kind of indifferent about it, right? So it doesn't really bother me, but I don't really love it. I don't know. The top hat is cool. I don't know. It's cool. I like this picture. I wish that they did more pictures like this, which is, it gives it some type of scale, some type of perspective whenever you see someone standing next to the piece like a real person. And this is, you know, I know people like XM Studios, they'll do stuff like this, but it's just like a random, like just a robot person standing there like this, right? And, you know, it is what it is. But I think this it looks more natural to see them kind of adjusting the piece. I think that's cool. You can see the highlights much better in this piece. As you can see, there's not the dramatic Photoshop extraness going on here. So we have the shading on the knee, on the what's that damn thing called? On the trench coat, and on the inside of his right leg. And it looks like it may be on his face a little bit too. We'll get a closer look here in a second. Here's a different angle, again, more dramatic. I really like that. He looks like he's supposed to be like part of like a detective, like, I don't know. This looks really cool, man. Very dynamic, very dramatic piece. You see, like, it feels like his right leg is overextended a little bit, so that gives it a little bit extra drama than just your normal Spider-Man pose, right? I think that's what gives it a little extra flair. Love the way that the base is painted. You have the broken glass. I love the way that looks. There's some shading in that. I love the way it looks like there's also some light texture, some light reflection on the rocks on the base as well. I love how there's a lot of consistency in this piece, right? So everything connects, everything tells a story, and everything is flowing very well. I really love this piece. See the grappling gun here. Looks like we got a newspaper down here at the bottom. As you can see, it's heavy shading on the trench coat here. Some blue shading. And the one thing I like about the blue shading, let me go back. The one thing I like about the blue shading is that it breaks up the piece. So this piece isn't just totally all black, it's just nothing but black. You have the blue shading, you have the red elements to emulate light coming through the building. I think that that's all a nice touch, because if not, it would be just him in a black suit, and I know that some of the details can get lost when it's just straight black like that. So I really appreciate them breaking it up with a lot of shadows, a lot of different paints, the splashes of paint in there to make it look nice. Looks like here down at the base we have a little bit of an Easter egg of the mask. Again, oh wow, I'm seeing the shading, the light shading on the chest as well. It's all on that entire side of his body. I think that's really nice. Like I said, consistency. Wow, on his hands. Closer look at the grappling gun there. A close-up of the boot. A lot of detail in the boots. Looks really realistic. Again, as you can see, at the seam of his pants here on the outside of his pants, you can see a lot of that shading, that blue that I was talking about, that kind of breaks up the total blackness of his outfit. And also too, you can see it's a little bit on his knee, on his hand, on his wrist, on his right boot, and his leg up there. Like I said, it's almost like it's segmented through like 3 different sections. You have the black, the blue, the orange, right? Again, that glass up close looks really nice. Gargoyle here. Looks like it said Bruce Wayne. Looks like that's what it's gonna say. Close up of the mask. Daily Bugle. Who is the Spider-Man? And that'll do it for this piece here. So let's move on to the exclusive. Let's see what the exclusive has to offer. So the exclusive is limited to only 400, right? The collector's edition said TBD, it's to be determined. We don't know what that edition size is going to be, but for the exclusive, and this is a Sideshow exclusive, and I believe what that means is that you can only get this from Sideshow. We have, with this piece, we have exclusive battle damage portrait, which is a new head sculpt, and a swap out spider idol. And then we'll see that in his right hand, and we'll get a closer look at that here in a second. So here we are. We have, again, same height, same dimensions, but as you can see, look at the head sculpt. You have the hair poking through the mask there. We have one of the broken goggles. You know, the entire mouthpiece is exposed. The spider idol in his hand. Again, another part of the statue where the colors are broken up. You can clearly see that red popping through. More looks of the head sculpt here in the idol. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Cool. So, alright, so it looks like the exclusive is $705 and the collector's edition is $690. So for about $15 more, you can get another extra head sculpt and another hand swap out. So I really like the exclusive head sculpt. I'm not as familiar with this character, so I don't really understand the idol in the hand, but I really think I'm rocking with the collector's edition head sculpt more than the exclusive. So it's not exclusive or bust for me. Let's see. This is shipping, December of this year to March of next year. Sculpted by Daniel Bel, my man, Daniel. Shout out to him. He delivers again on another Spider-Man. His last Spider-Man was really good. I just wasn't a fan of the forced perspective base, and it has nothing to do with him because I normally tend not to like the forced perspective bases. But $690 or $705, roughly $700, shipping at the end of the year. I thought this is a solid piece. I think that Daniel Bel delivered on this. I think that if you're building a Spider-Man display, if you're a huge Spider-Man fan, this is a must-have piece to get. If you're not a huge Spider-Man person, I don't know if this is a piece for you, But you kind of really have to like Spider-Man to get this piece. But nonetheless, I still think this is a really dope piece. And I really commend Sideshow for making this piece, because we're seeing something different. It's not just the same thing over and over and over again, right? They're giving us different variations, different styles, different things going on with these statues. And I can appreciate that. Let me know your thoughts about this piece in the comments. But until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.